this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena, getting set to do battle on enemy turf. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season setting the all-time record for head coaching wins. Also was selected as one of the 15 greatest coaches in league history. No surprise there. And Brian, with 5 championships and a gold medal, to his credit, he is in the conversation for the greatest NBA coach of all time.
No question about that, Allie. Thank you. Here we are in the middle of the season. Let's see where the Western Conference standings sit. You look at the Spurs. Boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference.
Checking out San Antonio, they really have failed to deliver this year. Even when they do get a little something going, it never just seems to be enough.
And when you talk about inconsistency, I think a lot of it has to go to the players, because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how they perform.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. We've got Miles Turner. Buddy Hield is out there with Smith. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. And for San Antonio, they've got Johnson. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, we've seen the NBA evolve quite a bit since your playing days. How do you think you'd be used in today's game versus when you played?
Well, B.A., with the spacing in today's game and my ability to slash to the rim, I think I would still be able to get to the basket, dominate in the mid-range, but I'd be shooting way more threes, and I would see more minutes playing as a small ball power forward as well.
Here's Nembhard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Smith finds Hield. Three-pointer. Kept alive by Indiana. Turner, no good. And it's a Spurs ball. Outside Jones. Pass to Pirtle. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Jones against Halliburton. Now here's Turner. Tightly guarded. Here's Nembhard. There's a screen by Turner. The Pacers again can't hit.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket. I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I loved competing against his teams.
To the inside. Here's Nembhard, covered by Pirtle, and he gets it to go.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, if you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
Now here's Turner. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nembhard. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. Let's see some of the numbers here for Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here's Wesley. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Richardson. McDermott outside. Collins with a screen on Smith. McDermott, the pass to Collins. And Turner with the block.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
Here's Matherin. Rebound San Antonio. They went to Indianapolis for their last meeting with the Pacers. Came out with a victory.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their benchmen. I think that really was the crucial difference.
6 on the shot clock. Screen by Roby. Lets the three fly. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Matherin and Hield out on the perimeter. Jalen Smith is out there with Miles Turner. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Indiana leading.
And when you think of the time Johnson spent with the U.S. team, I mean, the coaches and players he was around, absolutely huge for this young player and his development.
Now here's Halliburton. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. That one goes. Count it.
Just excellent concentration there by Halliburton, not allowing the bump by the defense to throw him off his mark.
And the Spurs with possession here. The Pacers making their last shot. Blocked! Hield with the ball. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Turner against Pirtle. Hield for 3. No good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Yeah, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, B.A., I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
Here's Sohan. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 1:11 left in the second. Here's the floater. And Halliburton, the bucket on the assist by Smith.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Hield against Johnson. Pirtle with a screen on Hield. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
B.A., it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
No good on that one.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And it's good. 2 points.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Here's Wesley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Richardson. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Now McConnell. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson, the screen. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Dorte. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Dorte's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but 2 outstanding players through the first half.
These guys are leading their way offensively. It's hard work doing all that scoring. Wouldn't you agree with that, Shaq?
Not for me, it wasn't. Piece of cake or barbecue chicken, whichever you prefer, or both at the same time. I'm hungry.
Taking some time now to look at our matchup. Well, everything is going right for the Pacers.
They've been money tonight. Matter of fact, they've got the shmoney, Ernie. Get it? The shmoney.
No, I don't.
Great game, though. It's a great plan. Shaq gets it.
But actually, I don't get it either.
Creating their offense, and they're converting open shots.
Must be nice as a coach to sit back and watch what you drew up work to perfection.
It's not about the money. It's about the shmoney.
So it rhymes with shmoney or money? Dummy.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've got Keldon Johnson, and it's Langford in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Tyrese Halliburton is more like what you're seeing from guards these days. He's a tall guard with good size who can knock down the 3 and do damage as a slasher in the lane in addition to setting up his teammates.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Halliburton. And Clark Halliburton had a great second year.
Yeah, he sure did. Despite being moved near the trading deadline, I mean, improved his scoring, rebounding, and assist numbers across the board, BA. And that's, for a really young player, I bet this guy is going to be one we're going to hear a lot about in the seasons to come.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
Basket counts. Pirtle's got his first 2 points.
I like Pirtle's ability to quickly move to the hoop after the screen. That, again, speaks to his mobility.
Hield against Johnson. Pass to Nembhard. There's a screen by Turner. San Antonio with a rebound. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in the game. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Jalen Smith, first personal foul. First team foul.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jones hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Up top, Turner. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 13. Turner's gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
The ideal guard in today's NBA. Tyrese Halliburton has length at 6'5". Now he can run the offense. Plus, Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And with Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Spurs making a change here. Bates Diop's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Nesmith, he's checked in for Hield. He's perfect from the line this time. After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
You know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Outside Jones. Out to the right wing. Bates Diop. Blocked! They retain possession. Bates Diop the screen. Here's Langford. 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Now Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. Turner in the high post. Back to Halliburton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Miles Turner's defensive impact can be enormous. I mean, he is a fierce rim protector, a league shot block leader. You know, teams have to really be mindful of where he is and maybe even shape their offense around avoiding him. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. 44 seconds left in the third. Here's Wesley, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Bates-Diop. Fires the three. No luck on that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. And here's Halliburton. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Matherin. Smith right side. Shot clock at 3. The 3 ball. Shot's good by Matherin. He's got 5.
It's such an efficient long-range shooter. Matherin could emerge as a strong 3-and-D wing as early as his rookie year.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Wesley on the wing. McDermott. Will it go? The shot, no good. And so it's Indiana up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Jackson and Turner are in the middle. Chris Duarte is out there with TJ McConnell. Johnson against Jackson. Goes up at the stripe. That one rolls around and rims out.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Now here's Richardson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Back to McConnell. Pass to Turner. Up and over Richardson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Johnson. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Here's Roby. Counted from distance.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Pacers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
Most definitely. I mean, going down 2-0 would have made their 3rd and final meeting of the season really difficult to win, but now they'll go into it with confidence and really liking their chances.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance from Miles Turner.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Pass to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
McConnell outside. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Now our New Balance Player of the Game, Miles Turner.